Hey everyone, welcome to Sims World. Um, in this episode, I want to dive more in with Kai. In the last episode, we touched a little bit that Kai's going to be a little bit of a player until he really finds the girl that he's been looking for. And I actually made two teen girls that I think would be perfect for him. Um, and one of them in particular I really like. The other one's a little bit of a meaner one that bullies the other one. But the one that's getting bullied, I kind of like the idea that maybe he might eventually down the line end up with her. We'll have to wait and see how things go. But I think since it's late, it's best to send these all to bed and we'll actually start this episode in the morning. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, everybody, it is new skill day, so we'll have to try to work on gaining a skill or getting a skill up higher. But it's also Noah's birthday according to the calendar. So the calendar is stating that it's Noah's birthday and apparently King's birthday, who is now an adult cat. Um, but Noah will be aging up to an elder, guys. I don't think I'm really ready for this, but let's get it on the go because I have other stuff planned for this episode. Um, so so this is King now, guys. He aged up. Noah is now an elder as well, which means yes, Tagaloa is with an older man. And I mean, in a way, it's right because Jonah should be um passing away soon. But what helped Jonah was that he pretty much got rejuvenated because of Ambrose, and then also because of Ambrose, he got a potion that helped him with his heart. So that could help him a lot because of what happened in the last Sims, which is in Warlocks. He got a little bit of a jolt, which was ended up going to kill him, but but they talked Ambrose out of it, and Ambrose was able to help him by giving him the potion, and it did work, guys. Um, and so he is um I'm getting rid of the cake because if not, then they'll just keep eating cake and eating cake and eating cakes, and we've got plenty of cake in the refrigerator. But anyways, um, Nicole is hungry. Good, Tagalo is taking care of that. And so I guess since he's aged up, we can go ahead and move on with what we had planned with Kai. And Kai will actually be heading over to meet that girl that he met in the last episode, which was, I believe, Tabitha. Was it Tabitha? Maybe it was. I think it was Tabitha. And she's actually going to introduce him to the other two teen girls because she says, I know that you were looking for someone, but I feel like I'm a little bit too old for you. So she said, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to some friends of mine that are more around your age. So, hold on a second. So, they're going to go head on over to the place where the two new girls actually live. They live by themselves together, but the one girl, Jasmine, is a little bit of a bully to the other one because of, she feels like she's more prettier than her and all that. So, she's just a mean girl in some cases, but we'll have to wait and see how Kai reacts to both of them. But Kai, in a way, agrees that Tabitha might be a little bit too old for him, but he does have a little bit of a crush on her. But we'll have to wait and see how things go. Okay, so I don't know why he's decided to change his look, but okay. Um, so these are the girls. We got Barbara here, who is the one that's kind of gets bullied a lot because she's a little bit different type of sim. She's more of like a, she's friendly and all that, but people kind of pick on her. But this one here is actually Jasmine, and she is the mean girl. She's actually Tabitha's niece, so that's how Tabitha knows these girls. Um, and she says about Tabitha would love for Jasmine to get hook up with Kai because she thinks Kai is an absolutely adorable person. But I think Kai already kind of had a little bit of um, a thing there already with Barbara, and so he's already knows that Jasmine's a little bit mean because Barbara's like, and because Jasmine's pretty much already said, well, why are you worried about talking to her? And so I think he kind of likes Barbara, but we'll have to wait and see how things go. But he's kind of like at a toss right now between the two. But I think just for now, because of the fact that Amber or that Tabitha's here, he's gonna actually more so get in a relationship with Jasmine because of the fact that Tabitha's here and he doesn't want her to feel um off. Even though I think Barbara likes him as well. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so now she's like purposely flirting with him. Tabitha's left. She's like purposely flirting with him right in front of him, and he's kind of falling for it, but he doesn't really understand what's truly going on. Is that she's trying to make Barbara feel like she's not good enough, but she's like, yeah, not right now. And she's kind of went off, but she's like, yeah, give me a call. But I think in a way she was trying to do it more so to like to seem like she was being nice to Barbara, but she's really not. She's trying to like rub it in her face. And Kai's like oblivious to this at this point. So he's kind of like, yeah, okay, well, it was nice meeting you. I'm gonna head back home. It was nice meeting you guys. And I think he's gonna call up her and potentially go on a date in this episode. Potentially, I'm not sure if we might wait for the next episode to do that. We'll have to wait and see. But she could be his first girlfriend, guys. So I'll be back in just a second when he gets home. So Kai feels like on top of the world because of the fact that he's pretty much gained himself a potential girlfriend. But you never know. So he's going to go ahead and actually invite over Jasmine now because he's going to call her up and invite her over. So that she kind of knows that he sees something with her. And Noah, we had to pay the bills. which is almost going to break us because of the whole money laundering thing, but Jonah did start paying it back. So is Barbara coming, or Jasmine coming over? Yes, she's coming over. So I think he's super excited for this. Because I think he's, like I said, guys, he's eventually more likely going to end up with Barbara, or who knows, but how things could change. But okay, you are not Jasmine. Apparently it's extra food, but maybe not. Tagaloa's off to work, so we can have him enforce the rules. And I'll be back in a second. Okay, so Jasmine's here, and so Kai's gonna go talk to her, but of course she's gonna come up here to the computer, which is everybody's first thing that they do in anybody's house, which I cannot wait for university to come out because there's a way to stop that, but okay. He has to ask her if she's single again, but okay. So she's like, yeah, I wouldn't, if I were you, I wouldn't mess with someone like Barbara. You can do way better than that. And Tabitha's even writing her, or writing him saying about, I heard you became good friends with Jasmine. She's pretty cool. I think Tabitha's kind of pushing, um, him, or pushing her onto him. But he's kind of blind to everything, and he just sees Jasmine, and he's kind of attracted to her, but he likes Barbara. You could tell he likes Barbara, but because he was like doing hard things with Barbara as well, love things with Barbara as well, but he's kind of doesn't want to hurt Tabitha's feelings because Tabitha and him are really close friends. And he has the option to kiss her, and so he's going to go ahead and do that. And it's kind of weird to say like he's kissing on the first time they're meeting, but I think for Kai everything kind of goes a little bit faster for him. And she's given him a rose. And he's officially asked her to be his girlfriend, and she has said yes. So I have decided that we are going to go ahead and go on a date. It's not going to be an expensive date, but we're going to go on a date at least to somewhere probably in the next episode, because of the money situation. But I think that he is over the moon since he does officially have a girlfriend now, and Jasmine. Even though it's going to be pretty much temporarily, and so he is going to go ahead and ask her to spend the night. But we're actually going to say that she's asked if it's okay if she spends the night, because I think she's going to try to say, well, look, to Barbara, kind of like throw it in her face, look, he chose me over you. And so things are definitely going to be quite interesting with him. But I do have to get some skills undergo with the others, so I'm going to go ahead and let them kind of work out what they want to do in the background. Meanwhile, Noah, let's see what skills you could work on. So he's got level 10 cooking, that's pretty good. What could you work on that's not going to be too hard? Comedy or fitness, but I'm kind of worried about fitness because of, thing there. Video gaming would be a good one too. So why don't you go ahead and play a multiplayer game with Tagaloa. That way you guys can have a little bit of fun with each other. And maybe Jonah as well. And it's while the baby is sleeping. So Noah's gained his. Okay, Tagaloa's decided not to play because he's extremely tired, which I can understand because he just got home from work. Jonah, though, and him are playing, so it's kind of nice for a father-son little time together. And he's working on his video gaming as well, so maybe we can get his video gaming up, and I'll be fine with that. Kai, why don't you sleep? And I guess since Jasmine's sleeping out here, I don't know why, but looks like you're sleeping in here for tonight, Jonah. And Noah, you can go ahead and sleep in here. So, let's just check the calendar, because I'm kind of curious if... No, Tagaloa just became an adult, so... Yeah, Noah's quite a bit older than Tagaloa. Because the next... Tagaloa's birthday isn't again until after Halloween next year. So, yeah, he's a little way a ways. We have Winterfest coming up. I don't know where I'll be for Winterfest. I'm hoping to possibly be in Paradise, because I don't really know what to do in Witches and Warlocks. But we'll have to wait and see where I am for that. But, I'll pick this up in the morning once they get up. Okay, so... It's the next morning, and school is about to start. So these guys are about to head out for school. So everybody, Kai and them will be heading out to school. Tagaloa was unable to complete something for his thingy, so he did not have a good new skill day, but he has 4 days off of work, so that will be good. let's see. We don't really have anything special today. The next special thing we have is Winterfest, which is Christmas. So I think that we might end it out here. I'm not sure. Hold on. Oh, they're not at school. Apparently, they decided to mess around. I kind of like that idea, because I have an idea what I might do. They might go ahead and travel together. And those two are going to go out for a date. So, he's got to ask her, though, first, if she wants to go on a date. I don't know where he's invisible right now, but he's there, apparently. Ask on a date. Okay, there he is. He's gonna ask her on a date. But he's kind of like, hey, do you want to go to school together? Because his dad just walked by. Because his dad knew, like, they were off a little bit. But he's like, hey, do you want me to walk you to school? Playing it off, but they're really just bunning off and skipping school, which is not a good thing. But they're going to go on a date together. So they're going to go out of Solani because they kind of figure if they would go to Solani, then more likely people are going to see it. So they're going to go to Newcrest. I believe there's a restaurant here, so yes. There's the Urban Garden, which is like Olive Garden. And I'll be back once we get there. Okay, so this is where they've seated us. It's kind of neat though because it's like excluded to the side. Um, so he's gonna go ahead and order. So he's gonna get it. I think they're both gonna get some soda. And then he's gonna go ahead with a garden salad. She's gonna get a garden salad. And he's gonna get, you know, he might get the same thing. Just because he kind of wants her to feel like he's high maintenance just as well as she is. Um, I'm trying to figure out where she going off to. I know she had to go to the restroom, but I'm not exactly sure where the bathroom is. Oh, she's up here. Okay. She's in the restroom. So. Okay, I believe she's making her way back down, so. While we wait on our food, maybe they would actually just get up and walk around. I don't know. We are going to go ahead and tell her a story. We gotta tell her a story. We're gonna tell her a funny story. while we wait for our food. And we also gotta socialize about the meal then. Have deep conversations with each other then. So we gotta do that as well then. I just seen it. Alright, deep conversation. Then, and he's given us our food, so sit together. Vincent just totally just seen him like, Kai? Aren't you supposed to be at school? And he's like, my dad already knows that I'm here. So he just lied to his uncle that he is here with his dad's permission. And we're gonna have to, like, maybe he's not really hungry, like, he's not gonna eat what he thought. Like, he just ordered that in order to make it seem like he's gonna eat, but he wanted her to eat. So he's eating his thing now, so these guys are just chit-chatting. Now they're more so talking about how they like the food and whether or not they like it or not. And I don't know why these waiters keep, like, waiting behind us, but okay. Now he has to attempt to seduce her, which, that's not a good thing. But, in a way, like I said, since they've already messed around, it's they, like, for Kai, everything seemed like he has to rush in everything, and that's not really good when you're in a relationship. Like you're rushing into everything is definitely not good. And they've had a gold date. Maybe in the next episode he would go on a date with someone else. You never know. But I think just to kind of like appease her, he will and the good news is school's over now, so his dad will never know that they bunned off school. And with that said, the first date is over. And so, with that said, guys, we're going to end it out here. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys all next week for another episode of Sims World. Peace.